This video will show you how to create form with value. All it takes is patience and practice. The art vocabulary that we use when we talk about creating form with value are light source, highlight, shadow, reflected light, cast shadow, and value scale. Let's take a look at the small sphere demonstrated on the right side of the page. When creating value in your drawings, you must first establish where your light source is going to be. That light source will cast a bright spot on your object, also known as your highlight. As the light wraps around the sphere, your values are going to start to get darker. This is because less light is being exposed to the middle of the sphere and the bottom. You'll also notice that there's a dark ellipse extending from the base of the sphere. This is known as the cast shadow. The value scale below the sphere shows the range of values from dark to medium and to light. Each of those values are used when rendering the sphere. The brightest spot on our object, also known as our highlight, is going to be our lightest value. Our medium values are coming in through the mid-body of the sphere, wrapping up and around in a circular motion. And our darkest values are going to be the furthest away from the light source, at the bottom of the sphere, and also in our cast shadow. Now let's try shading some spheres together. Take out your drawing pencils if you have them. If not, a regular pencil will do just fine, and an eraser. I'll be using a compass to sketch my circles, but if you don't have one, just do your best to draw a circle that's about as double or triple the size of a quarter. Remember, when we start to shade, we must always figure out where our light source is coming from. Since we're the artist, we can decide and identify where we want that to be. I'm drawing an arrow pointing down to where my light source is going to be shining directly onto my sphere. You'll notice that I've drawn curved lines that wrap up and around the sides of the sphere. These lines are guidelines that I use to help me to understand where I put my different values. Starting in the middle of the sphere, I'm going to be using my 2B pencil to start to layer on my graphite. Using small circular motions, I'm going over the pencil marks over and over again to build the graphite, building those mid-tone values through the middle of the sphere, lightening up as I get towards the top of the sphere where the highlight is going to be, and then darkening the values towards the bottom of the sphere where not that much light can hit it. Now that I have my darkest values done, I'm going to jump to my 2H pencil, which is lighter, to start going over that highlighted part to have a nice light value right at the top. made it to the end of this video and have 3 spheres that look pretty 3-dimensional, you've done a great job. And remember, the more you practice, the better your shading will be. See you next time.